Very good morning everyone. Hope you guys are doing well and welcome to this live session once again. Today we are going to have another live session where we are going to discuss 5 top quotes along with the 5 best practices of the day. So let's start the session with the 5 famous quotes which I have taken from very renowned person like Anne Laders, then Farah Gray, then Abigail Van Buren. So we'll go through one by one. Number one quote I have taken from Anne Landers, which is very famous, little bit longer but very famous, very powerful. I would like to remind, if you have any questions or comment, feel free to put in the comment box. Definitely I will try my best to give you the best solutions. So let's start with the Anne Landers quote, where it is not what you do for your children, but what you have taught them to do for themselves, that will make them successful human being. So very important thing, it doesn't matter how much tough you are with your children, but that will make them successful human being. Second quote from the Abigail Van Buren, where they mention, if you want your children to turn out well, spend twice as much as time with them and half as much money. So money not matter here, spending time is the important. This is something author is saying. Third thing is from Farah Gray, build your own dreams or someone else will hire you to build theirs. So very much important, you can start working on your dream, otherwise someone else will hire you. Fourth quote of the day from Jesse Owens, where they mention, the battle that count are not the ones for gold medal, the struggles within yourself, the invisible battle inside all of us, that where it is. Last but not least quote we have taken from Klaus Mosher, where they mention, education costs money, but then so does ignorance. Quote from Sir Klaus Mosher. So these are the 5 quotes. I really hope that this is getting values to your day-to-day lives, and you can start using these quotes in your day-to-day life. Now let's move to the 5 sales practices of the day. Number 1 is research is the key. We understand that sales people don't want to research anything because they feel that is the task of the technical team, but trust me guys, this is very important. The sales process itself start with the research, particularly if you are selling high value product or services. In order to impress your prospect or leads, you need to find out everything you can about them, their business, their competitors, their industry, and the challenge they are facing. Because it's a valuable asset that can be used to keep track and discover everything you can about the prospect. So very much required, you can spend time in the research and you can know everything about their competitors, industry, challenges, and other important things. The good news is that anyone can do this type of research. It doesn't take any expensive sales tools or advanced expertise. The company website is good place to start. Take a look at the company story, its product and service, market positioning, tone of voice, and employee listed. Definitely their website itself are more than enough to give you all the basic input, so you can start researching them. Next, perform a Google News search of the company, and where relevant your contact's name there. This should Reveal whether the business has made any big moves recently, such as merger or acquisition, any they have posted any new job, and how it is performing financially. Then visit your contacts in social media accounts. Start with the LinkedIn, which will give you a good insight into this career, qualification, and background. This is useful to find out have any mutual connections, as well as to gain insight into their likely level management understanding around your product or services. Very much required. You can spend time with their website and with their other key things, and definitely you are going to understand more and more things that will give you the insight of the company before you are starting with any business with them. Second advice for the day is personalize everything. Personalization is the key of both sales and marketing, as consumers have become used to on demand service and personalized recommendation powered by advanced algorithm. They have begun to expect same from any customer experience. This is why it's important to personalize and sales process as much as possible. What does this look like? On the simpler end of the scale, personalization means sending emails addressed to the individuals and being able to recall the detail of conversation you had with your prospect or networking event. So you cannot send them the bulk email. You should address the particular email to the particular person. Then only that is going to create the impact. You can also connect them in the events. You can also connect with them in the webinars. So personalize everything. Third advice for the day is practice your small talk and write a script. Small talk is a huge part of sales. It happens when you arrive at the meeting, in the first 5 minutes of a cold call, and in the first paragraph on an email. Small talk is seen as a polite way to break the ice before you get into the business. Yet, sorry. Yet it has so much more potential than that. If you master the art of small talk, you can use is to connect with your prospect, get them to like you, and forty your relationship. So you master small talk. So very much required. You can make the script and you can start doing the practice, because at the beginning 5 minutes are more important. On that time only your prospect maybe is going to judge you, and once you spend 5 minutes, definitely they are also comfortable with you and there will be no hesitation. So write the script, small script. Fourth advice for the day is think of sales as relationship building. Once you begin thinking of sales as a relationship building, your whole mindset shift and your approach to sales change. As humans, we are designed to connect with others. This makes the idea of relationship building a lot less daunting than traditional concept of sales. These are some tactics you can use to build the relationship with leads. Be friendly yet professional at all time. Be genuinely helpful by regularly sending your lead content and advice to assist them in solving their challenge. Connect with them over mutual interest and hobbies. Stay in regular contact without harassing them. Last is prove your worth and build trust through reliability. So through this you are able to make the sales relationship build stronger. Last but not least advice for the day is know everything there is to know about your product or service. Knowing your product or service inside out is vital when you are trying to sell. This is achievable to sales people working with the product and service that are not particularly complex or no or genuine expert in the industry. So it's very simple thing. If you don't know your product or your service, that is not going to work. So very much required you know all in and out of your product. Then only you are able to make the sales of that particular things. So these are the 5 sales advices. Quickly we will memorize again so that we can remember all these things in the longer time, and we can implement this in our day-to-day activities. Research is the key. We discuss in very detail. You need to start with their website. You need to go through the LinkedIn connection and find key how company is doing, what kind of acquisition they have done recently, who are their competitor, in which industry they are, and what kind of challenges they are facing. Second, we discuss personalize everything. There is no point to send the bulk email because nobody is going to watch that email. So personalize everything. Email, you can connect them in webinar. On that time also you can make the personalized relationship. Else you are if you are in any seminar, on that time also you can connect with them. Third, we discuss practice your small talk and write a script. Very much required because the initial 5 minutes are very crucial, and if you practice your small talk and write a script, definitely that will help you to look more confident at the beginning. Fourth, we discuss think of sales as a relationship building. Relationship building is very important, and we discuss 5 tactics as well. Be friendly, be genuinely, connect with them over mutual interest, stay in regular contact, and prove your worth. Last but not least, we discuss know everything there is know about your product or service. Very detailed information of your product and service is required. You should know all in and out so that when prospect ask, you can give them very detailed answer. So these are the 5 sales and advices. I really hope you learn something and you are going to implement this in your day-to-day life. And meanwhile, if you have any question, feel free to put in the comment box. Definitely I will try my best to give you the best suggestion. That's all for today. We will connect you again in the same time, in the same place. Till that time, bye bye, take care.